Hey, how you guys doing? This is James, and this is Happy Conversation. I like to make videos about pop culture, society, and religion so we can live in harmony by having these conversations. I just saw a panhandler shed a sign that said, um, no one's a lost cause. And this is important because panhandling and homelessness is an epidemic in America. It is, at least in Seattle and Tacoma, because it seemed like everywhere you go, well, not everywhere you go, but it seemed like a lot of corners that you come across, especially come off of freeways and in homeless camps, homeless people are everywhere. And especially in Seattle, they do have these free injection sites, like I just mentioned in my last video. I just want to say that no one is a lost cause. I rolled my window down, and I gave her some change because I said, I believe your sign. I believe that. God bless you. And she was very coherent. She looked like she looked like she was sweet. It was literally a 30-second exchange. She was sweet. She stood there. She stood away from the vehicle, probably about 4 feet from the vehicle, and she just looked. She had a look at her. She just looked at me while I was getting my stuff together. I rolled my window down. I said, I ain't got much. I gave her some change, and I said, I believe in your sign. And it touched me because just earlier today, I was thinking about panhandlers and the homeless situation, and I just think that she's very spot on with her sign. No one's a lost cause. We see homeless people around our cities all the time, and many people don't give them change because they're judging them more than thinking about how did they get to that point. And that's one of the things that I just really sometimes think. How do homeless people get to that point? I know a homeless girl. The only reason why I've helped her in the past, but the only reason why I continuously don't always help her out is because sometimes it seems like she doesn't do anything for herself. That's another thing. I'm not trying to judge her, but at the same time, I don't see her all the time. Sometimes this sounds so. What are you doing for yourself? This video stopped. I had to plug my charger in. I guess I don't know if I have a lot of room on this phone or not. But what are you doing for yourself? But if I had the money, if I had the resources, like some of these philanthropists out here who have a lot of money, like Jeff Bezos did. I made a video about him. He opened a homeless shelter in his globes. I would open a soup kitchen in every state that's big enough to feed the homeless people in that state, or I would have a bunch located around the country or something. I would open up soup kitchens in cities that have chronic homelessness, that would have resources, and I would open homeless shelter soup kitchens that would have resources to help these people, because I genuinely believe that as long as you have a pulse, there's hope for you to turn your life around. If you're homeless, there's hope for you to get back on your feet, to do better. Because a lot of these homeless people, they've got skills. They've done something before they became homeless. They didn't just wake up and say, oh, today I'm going to be homeless. It was a process for them to be homeless. It wasn't bam. Sometimes it is bam, but it's not always bam. Sometimes there's a process. And I really do believe that people can get back on their feet. Sometimes people are homeless by choice. I don't understand that. But sometimes people are homeless because of life circumstances, and I do believe that there are people out there who want to get back on their feet but don't know how to. So I just want everybody to not judge homeless people, because like that lady's sign said, she looked like she was probably 17. Maybe she looked like she was under 20. Not everyone, no one is a lost cause. Love you guys.